Get you.
Yeah, set her air some more.
Hey, I only use my note so it don't rip out.
All right, so look at number one, guys. Number one is going to be the first problem on your midterm next week. Do y'all remember how we did this to find out what's in the domain or what's not in the domain? We marked out the top. We did this first week of school. You bring the bottom down. Set it equal to 0. All right, so you guys showing your work on all this. I'll let y'all turn in all our review sheets. We'll probably have 3 of them, and I'll give y'all some bonus points either on your midterm, or if you make 100 on the midterm, I'll give you the bonus points on like a test. All right, now, what do these two have in common? Yeah, 4 and an x. Write that down. All right, so if I divide by 4, I get an x there. 8 divided by 4 is 2 there. What's the answer for the x that's in front of the parentheses? Do y'all remember?
0.
Yeah, that one's 0. What's the answer for the number inside the parentheses? Move over, minus 2 is a positive 2. So 2 and 0 are not in the domain. We did that the first week of school.
Didn't you say the midterm was going to be easy?
I think that's pretty easy. We got a couple days to do it again. All right.
So you mean to tell me there ain't no triangles on there? I think that
There's a
might
bunch
be
of
the
log
feature.
stuff. There might be some. Can't remember how much triangles. We'll see if there's nothing on this sheet or the next one. All right, let's look at number 2. All right, this one's the easiest problem on the midterm. How do we find an answer if it just says f of 3? What do? You just plug it in your calculator. You plug in 3, guys, but don't forget, you must plug it in inside the parentheses. Luke, plug that in and tell me what you get. 16. Luke? 16 don't sound like
I
what we
got
got.
-2.
-2. Anybody else? Ada, what you got?
16.
Let me plug it in then. All right, look, you got to plug the 3 in inside parentheses. Y'all do that?
I just done 9. When I type mine in.
But then it'd be 9, then make it a negative, right? So, no, the negative's got to be in front of the parentheses because the negative was there first. You got to plug it in just like that. Plus 9 minus 2 is, I got -2.
-2 is correct.
-2 is correct. You right again, Luke?
Right again.
Get tired of being right every day? All right, so number 3, though, was pretty long, but guys, we did this so much this semester. We got to plug in w plus 3. Now look, when you plug it in here, you're going to have to square it. When you plug it in here, all you're going to have to do is distribute the -1. And what do we have to do with w plus 3 if they want you to square it? What do we do? Got to fold it. So y'all fold it first. Say it again. On which one? On 3? So we got w plus 3 times w plus 3. Y'all should have w squared plus 3w plus 3w plus 9. Distribute your negative there. Final answer. W squared in the front, 3 plus 3, plus 5w second, 9 plus 4. How about plus 10? How's that look, Hunter? Does that look like what you had? All right, so yeah, on that problem, which is going to be the third problem on the midterm, you won't have to do quadratic formula. Once you get it out to where it's w squared, just leave it. Smart, we good on that? Okay. Now your midterm will be multiple choice. Probably going to be on Scantron. All right, let's go to 4. All right, number 4, we did this f of g stuff a lot, like 6 weeks ago. How do we do 4a if they want you to do f of g of -3? Where'd I plug it in first? You remember? Yeah, you go backwards, right? So Samari, I'm going to take -3. I'm going to plug it into g first. So when you plug it in, remember, the -3 is the only thing that goes in the parentheses. Type that in your calculator, see what you get.
8.
All right, so you get 8. Now, what do we do with the 8? Now take the 8 and keep going backwards, you plug it into F. I need y'all to plug 8 in there and there. Tell me what you get, James. I don't believe it.
I got 83.
Luke's got 83.
I got 83. It's alright, Luke.
Alright, so look, when you plug -3 in here, James, remember, you're gonna have to use parentheses. Maybe that's what y'all aren't doing. Maybe y'all are forgetting your parentheses.
I think
If you
so.
plug it in like that, you'll get 83.
I can tell you.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go to 4B.
Because I thought you already did it.
Alright, Luke, what do we do on 4B? What do I have to plug in?
X.
Plug X in there.
Alright, but look, X is already plugged in there. So what do we do if it's already plugged in there? Just bring it all down, just like this, and you gotta put parentheses around it when you bring it down. Alright, so now what do? We gotta plug all of that into G. So I plug it right here where the X is. So that means I gotta put a negative in front, and I gotta put a +5 in the back. Alright, Luke, what's the first step so we can simplify this?
Distribute.
Y'all distribute your -1. That quiz don't count much. This is 10% of your grade.
These things make.
Alright, look at number 5. 5's an easy one. It says F of 3 plus G of 4. Samari, what do you think we do if it says F of 3?
Go to the plug.
Good. Do that for me in your calculator, Samari. Tell me what you get. You're going to plug 3 there and there. Y'all don't help.
I don't need your help. either.
That's right. She don't need y'all's help.
They don't help me on the quiz.
That's right.
First, I get one.
What'd you get, Samari?
Can I type it? I can't work on these calculators fast.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
I got 6.
All right, so we got 6 for that one.
I ain't got one out yet.
All right, look, we're going to plug 4 into G. I can do that in my head. 4 minus 2 is 2. How do we find our final answer on that problem? It says add them up. Just add them up and get 8. Guys, that was pretty easy.
I get a look. For the day.
All right, nobody's missing 6.
Yeah.
Now, guys, 6, we never did 6 this semester. But I really think we need to leave it on the midterm because it's so easy. All right, so the question is the function even or odd? So not on A, if y'all had to guess,
Even.
why would you say it's even?
Because the eight's even.
All right, what are all the exponents? Just look at the exponents on it.
6, 4, and 2. They're all even.
So it's an even function. That's all you do. So write even out beside that one.
Told you one. You
If
said
the
odd.
exponents are all odd, then it's an odd function. What if, hold on, what if they're mixed up? Some are even and some are odd, then it's neither one.
It's plus minus.
So B would be neither one. Plus minus, what are you talking about? So you got a 5, a 3, and an x squared. They're all mixed up on B, so write neither. Because it is neither odd nor even. All right, so I definitely think we need to leave number 6. Now I only got one like that on the midterm. All right, let's go to 7. All right, I think we can get finished, guys, in 10 minutes. All right, so number 7, guys, is where we did VA and HA. We did this like a month ago. All right, now there is no graphing on the midterm. It's all multiple choice. There is no graphing.
How many questions?
33.
You think I'll bring up my grade in this class?
You make good.
Coach, I'm gonna be a math teacher.
You can take my spot if you need it.
I think I'm about to do that.
I think I'm not doing
Pretty
it.
good at this.
I think I'm. Is it too late to jump out of this class and do a computer sharp or last thing?
You're not failing this class tomorrow. You got a B. What you fussing about? You're doing fine.
I'm depressed right now. I've been depressed every day.
I'm a therapist.
I'm depressed. Teaching y'all makes me depressed. All right, VA. All right, Luke knows it all, so we're going to let Luke help us. Luke, how do we find the VA? Do you remember?
Set the bottom.
Set the bottom equal to 0.
Yo, so do.
Now what? Move plus 12 over. That's minus 12. Answer's -4. So our VA was -4, and I made y'all graph it with a dotted line. I'm not making you graph anything on the midterm. You just got to know how to find the VA. That's the easy part.
5/3.
Very
That's the
good.
answer?
Bingo.
Now, that's the first answer. Now, Samara, we still got to find the HA, and here's the deal. If they both got an X on top and bottom, Samara, you divide this right here. 5 divided by 3 is like 1.6. You can leave it 5/3 if you want. But what if there was not an X on top? Y'all remember what you do then? It's automatically y equals 0 if there's not an X on top. If they both got an X, you just divide them. If there's not an X on top, it's y equals 0. That's all you're going to have to do on the midterm. You're not going to have to graph. All right, now that we did. You should know how to do that. I am worried about you on number 8. All right, look, on number 8, you should know that this one's going to be a line with a hole in it. And how do you know that? Because we can factor the top. Hunter, how can I factor x squared minus 49?
X plus 7, X plus 7.
All right,
Don't you cancel them out?
do that for me first. And then the next thing we did, we canceled out the ones that were alike, so we canceled out the -7. We were left with this. All right, well, since we're not graphing this, I've got to show y'all how to find the hole a different way than we did it the first time. So here's how we're going to do it for the midterm. Everybody watch. The hole comes from the one we crossed out, just like it did 6 weeks ago. If I write down x minus 7 equals 0 and move it over, I get positive 7, right? So how we did it on the midterm, we went to positive 7, followed it up, and put my hole. Sorry, how we did it 6 weeks ago, that's how we did it. On the midterm, we're going to do it this way. We're going to put 7 in the front of our ordered pair. To find the other number in the ordered pair, we're going to plug 7 in right here. 7 plus 7 is 14. So again, since we're not graphing, we can't do it this way. We got to just plug it in here to get the other number. And if we do that Monday, and if we do it again Tuesday, y'all should be fine on the midterm.
Yeah, so Monday you go over it, Tuesday
that's
we do
the
it on
only-
our own, Wednesday we do it on our own.
Yeah, I'll let you do some on your own. All right, Samara, help me on 9.
Fine.
Samara, do you remember if this one starts out up 3 or down 3? Y'all don't help?
It starts out down.
Very good. Down 3. All right, let's keep going. Look right here. Is that right 4 or left 4? Very good, because you got to flip the sign. That makes it left 4. Now there's one more thing we got to change. It's a flip. Why, Alex? Because it's got a minus in front, remember? The minus, now, I'm not making you graph it, so you don't have to know it's a V. But a minus, remember, flips that V over. So all you got to write is flip. Now again, the midterm is multiple choice. So you're just going to have to pick the one that's got down 3, left 4, and flip.
This easy because we don't gotta do the little chart thing.
We're not doing the charts, we're not graphing. All right. Somebody's going to miss the next one, Samara.
I'm not
All right, start from the back. Up 6 or down 6.
down,
Y'all don't help her? Good. Keep going. Right 2 or left 2?
right,
Very good. Now, what does 4 do to it? Remember?
I'm lying.
If it's a fraction, you compress it. If
not,
it's a
straight.
number, it's a stretch. There you go. Skinny or stretch. I can't remember which one I put. But anyway, it's a multiple choice. You can figure it out. All right, 11. Down 4. What else? Left 4. Now, is it compress or stretch? Compress. Good. All right, so in first block, guys, we got through number 14 and we stopped. So we'll get through the same ones and we'll stop. All right, number 13. How many answers will we have on this problem? 3. How do you know that?
Because the X one.
Very good. Y'all remember how we did this one a month ago? If they all have an X in common, what do you have to do? Take out an X. Do this first. Write this down. So we got to find 3 answers. If they all have an X in common, take out an X.
Ain't that the one where you drag down the numbers and then,
I'm not making. Is that on you?
like when you drag down the numbers?
You won't have to do that on this one, Simone. Because they all had an X in common is the reason you don't have to do it on this one. So anytime you got an X in front of the parentheses, first answer is 0. That's how you get your extra third answer. All right, does anybody remember how we find the other answers using this? We do quadratic formula, which everybody's good at. Y'all do quadratic formula on that and get your other answers.